All right, we will get started. So kettlebell class tonight. So like I was saying earlier, we're gonna do windmills. We've got some swings and we've got some cleans. So you'll be working with a light to medium weight kettlebell. But we'll get started with our warm up. Starting with that head and neck, looking up and down for 10. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And after 10, we'll bring it back to center. We're going to drop the ear to one shoulder. We'll do 5 on each side, and then hanging out on one side, relaxing the shoulders, just getting a really nice stretch through the side of the neck. You can think about externally rotating that thumb, so turning that thumb out, seeing how that affects your stretch. And then when you're ready, you can add some half circles. And at any point, if you want to hang out on that other side and get a nice stretch, you can do that too. But we'll do 3 half circles in each direction. All right, big arm circles. Arms are straight. Trying not to pop the ribs too much as we bring the arms around. Let's change direction. Oh, is there someone here? Keep going for 10. And after 10, we're going to open and close. We're going to alternate which arm goes out on top. And after 10, we'll open it to the side, squeezing the glute to open the hip. We'll do 1 more on each side. All right, back to center, shake it out. Arms in front for the bow and arrows. So we're bringing one elbow back, looking behind us, reaching behind us. There's a twist happening here. That front arm pushes away, going to the other side. We'll do 5 on each side. All right. Good. Big wrist circles. So we're making these as big as we can. And let's go the other way. Good. Relax. Elbows. Yeah, for 10. We have a lot of cleans today, so I just want to make sure that our upper body is prepared. All right, shake it out. Let's do some spinal roll downs. So 2 roll downs, starting with the head, 1 vertebrae at a time. The knees are soft. We're letting the arms be heavy on the way down, getting a nice stretch through the back. When the fingers get to the floor, just following your breath. You don't have to force it. You're going to just take a nice deep breath in. And then rolling back up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Let's do it again. This time when the hands get to the floor, We walk them to one side. The knees are still soft or bent. We're pushing into the floor with the arms, with the hands, straightening the arms. If you can straighten the legs, go ahead and do that. And we'll take it to the other side. So first we push into the floor. Then if you want to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Then we'll bring it back to center. Slowly roll up. Good. Feet come out slightly wider than the hips. Reaching up, bending to one side. Turning that armpit towards the ceiling if you can. All right, that arm comes up, then we come up. Other side. Woo. This side is tight. Mamma mia. What did I do? Armpit towards the ceiling. All right, let's bring it down to the leg. So leg is as straight as you can get it, but I want you to relax the upper body. So we're relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders here. Nice deep breath in. Now from here, if you're on your left foot, right hand stays on the floor. We open the left arm towards the ceiling. Bring the arm down. We're going to go to the other side. So just stretching the back of the leg, relaxing head, neck, and shoulders. Opening it up now to the other side. So if you're on your right side, your right arm is up. And bringing it back to center. We're going to grab our elbows and we're just going to relax head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to sway side to side, seeing if you can bring the weight into the balls of your feet. Bringing it to a stop in the center, slowly rolling up. Big hip circles. Good. Let's go the other way. One more. Good. Ankles. Last one before we move on. So big ankle circles. 10 in each direction. Change direction if you haven't already. Other side. Change direction. Good. All right, moving on. We are going to do 2 rounds. Tonight we are going to look at a shifting bear. So we've done our bear walks, we've done our bear to high plank. Today we're going to look at a shifting bear, which is simply from the bear position. We're just pushing the hips back and then coming back to neutral. Okay, so the hips go back and then we just go back to neutral. Okay, so we're going to do 10 shifting bear. Just try that. So we start like we start in all of this every time we do bear. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You want to think about the weight being under the first knuckles of your hands. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. The knees are hovering just an inch or two above the ground. Then we shift back and then forward. So we shift the weight to the heels of our hands, and then we shift it back to those first knuckles. We're keeping that spine nice and straight. The knees shouldn't move from that hovering position. So we're here for 10. I don't know how many you've done, but maybe just do 2 more if you haven't been counting. Good. All right, we're going to stay on the floor. If you need, we're going to be kneeling, so if you need something to pad the knees, you can do that. So the diagonal stretch that we've done in our warm-up standing, we can do this one in a half kneeling position as well. So that's what we're going to look at tonight. So the back toes are tucked, right? So it's not, my foot isn't flat against the floor, the top of my foot isn't connected to the floor, my toes are tucked. Squeezing my glute, this leg that's back, that arm crosses over to the opposite shoulder. This arm is going to reach up and around, and you're going to reach for that back foot. So we're doing that for 10. Keep squeezing the glute. Five on each side. Switching when you're ready. Setting it up, squeeze the glute. Reaching up and around. Good. Good. All right. Let's go back to those shifting bear. So we'll do 10 of those, and then those diagonal stretches. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're hovering, pulling those shoulders down away from the ears, shifting the weight back, and then back to our starting position. If this is too much for you, you can just hold bear. Keep pulling those shoulders down away from the ears. Good. One more? I don't know, I'm not counting. Okay. All right. Diagonal stretch. Whew. I'm getting warm. 5 on each side. Good. Whew. Nice. Good. All right. Let's start standing. We are going to do some figure eights, some upper body circles. We did this last week in our body weight class, I think it was. So the feet are, bring the feet maybe hip distance or slightly wider than hip distance. We are grabbing onto one wrist. So I'm grabbing onto my left wrist, and I'm going to bend to one side, and I'm going to do 5 circles in this direction. So you're bending, and then you fold forward If you need to bend your knees, you can bend your knees. So after 5, we're going to go in the other direction, but you have to grab the other wrist. So change which wrist you're grabbing and go the other way. Good. All right, we're going to bring it back down to the floor. So some half kneeling stretches getting into the hips. We did these ones last week as well. So this half kneeling position, again, toes are tucked. So we start just with the foot facing forward. We're going to come forward and back, keeping that front foot flat, squeezing the glute. So let's do 5, and then maybe hold it for like 2 or 3 breaths on that last rep. And then what we do is we're going to take it out on an angle. We're going to do the same thing. Good. We hold it on the last one. And release. And then we take it out. So I just have to move this to the side. So we're now completely out. Doing the same thing. So you want to think about those hip bones still facing forward. So if they were headlights on a car, they would be pointing straight ahead, getting really deep into that inner thigh. Holding that last rep. Woo. Other side. Same thing. Starting with the foot straight ahead for 5. So if you have the mobility and flexibility, when you come back, you can come into a full extension. On your last rep though, we're still holding that deep position. Squeeze the glute. All right, out on an angle for 5. Looks good. All right, release, last one. Out on the side. Hold it. Good, release. We're gonna stay on the floor. We're gonna get into the wrists and the forearms just a little bit in preparation for all those cleans. So let's start with the, actually palms on the floor, so fingers facing forward. Heels of the hands stay glued to the floor, arms are straight, and we're just going back and forth, getting that nice stretch through the hands and the wrists. So maybe like 5 forward and back. I mean, you can play with it. You can even go side to side if you want to do little circles, or just hold it. But we'll stay here for a couple more breaths. We will release. Let's turn it now. So now the fingers face you. Heels of the hands still stay connected to the floor, so you may have to play with the distance between you and your hands. So heels of the hands still stay down. You can do that rocking motion forward and back, or you can just hold it. You can also think about just corkscrewing your elbows in and out. See how that feels. All right, and then the last one, the best one. Palms are up, fingers are facing you. And now we just sit back. Oh, mama. Stretching the front of those wrists, forearms. Again, if you want to play with those elbows, corkscrewing them in and out. All right, and then slowly release. Just do a few little circles here. So interlacing the fingers, and you're just doing some circles. Nice and gentle. Do a few in each direction. Good. All right. So, windmills tonight. So the first time we did windmill, we just did the standing windmill. Tonight we're going to do the combination between the standing windmill and the half kneeling windmill. So I'm going to just quickly review that standing windmill. So one foot is facing forward, the other foot is slightly turned out. If my right foot is facing forward, that's the side that's supporting the weight. Push my hip out. I'm always going to keep my eyes up at the weight just for safety. This is a hip hinge, so after I've pushed my hip out, I hinge my hip back, going down as far as I can, and then coming up. So this is our standing windmill. I think we were all okay with that last week. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. Beautiful. So the kneeling windmill, not that different. And we see this in the Turkish getup, so it's like an element of the Turkish getup. So, hold on, I gotta do it to know. Okay, there it is. So for the kneeling windmill, the leg that's in front is the side that's going to be supporting the weight, okay? We're gonna still keep our eyes up at the weight. We're going to, again, we're popping that hip. I guess it's almost as if we're popping the hip back. We're sending the hip back on an angle. So it's not going out to the side. It's not going straight back. It's almost going out 45 degrees. And then just until my palm gets to the floor. And then pulling myself back up. Looking straight ahead. So eyes up, push the hip back. Now, if you have the mobility, oh look. And I always forget to say this. This back leg, you should windshield wiper that foot in. So you're going to get you're going to be able to get more range of motion if you windshield wiper that foot in. So again, looking up, sending the hip back. When you get to the floor, if this feels okay and you want to try to come down to the elbow, you can do that. Even if maybe you want to first try it without any weight. And you don't have to rush into this version. Maybe you save it for round 3 or 4. Okay. Good. Yes. Oh, nice. The feet are windshield wipered in. Good. Nice. So to go from standing to kneeling, we're going to do 45 seconds on each side. So we'll start with the standing. So we do one standing windmill. Now remember, we're holding weight on this side, so this leg needs to be forward. So we're going to step back with that opposite foot. Windshield wiper the foot in. Come down for our half kneeling windmill. If you want to come down to the elbow, you can, but you don't have to. Back up. Then you're going to want to stand up, so you'll have to adjust that back foot again. And up. Standing, bump, bump, kneeling. Got it? Okay. seconds on each side, 15-second rest, and then we do kettlebell swings. So windmill right, windmill left, kettlebell swings, 4 rounds. So for your swings, just one weight. For your windmills, if you have more than one weight and you want to go up in weight as we go through it, you can, but you don't have to. If you want to stay with one weight for all of it, you can. Play however you like. Any questions? No? All right. 45, 15. Starting with a windmill, whatever side you like, in 15 seconds. So you're not moving fast here. Want to move with control, as always. Don't go too heavy too soon. Don't forget to breathe. All right. So for me, that ended mid-round. So I just finished it. I managed to cycle through it twice. So what this means for me is I probably really won't get a rest between the sides. That's okay. Just remembering the pattern is a mental workout on its own. But that's part of it. That's what I like about it. All right, rest, getting ready for swings. So I'll encourage you to try for 25 swings. This 45 seconds. Here we go. Good. Hinging those hips back. Keeping that chest open. Don't round the back. Keep going. Good. All right, back to windmill. Now I'm warm. Here we go. Good. Take your time. You don't want to be rushing these ones. All right. Other side. And remember, we're always actively pushing that arm up. So when we're going down, we're pushing up. When we're coming up, we're pushing up. We're always pushing. Nice. All right, swings. 25 of them. Here we go. Squeezing the legs and the bum at the top. Keep it up. A few more. Good. If you get to 25 before the beep, you can put it down. All right, round 3. 4 rounds. Here we go. These might be starting to feel a little bit easier now. Maybe you are able to move a little bit faster than you were at the beginning. As long as it still feels solid, it's okay. It's a good thing. Good. Other side. All right. Here we go. That 15 seconds goes by so fast. Remember that hip is pulling you up from that windmill. Good. Oh, nice. All right, swings. Good. We're more than halfway. Remember, if you get to 25 before the beep, you can rest. Yay. There it is. All right, last round. Let me talk. Whew. Here we go. Last round, last round. attention to all the details. But now you can run through the checklist faster, get through the movement a little bit faster. Take your time where you need to take your time. All right, other side, last time for these guys. Here we go. Almost there. Good. All right. And this is it for swings. Our last 25, which will bring us to 100. Here we go. Good. Keep those arms relaxed. The legs are doing all the work here. The bell should be able to float in your grip at the top. So there should be no death grip on the bell. You want those arms as relaxed as possible. Good job. All right, grab a drink. Ay, ay. Okay, we're good? Yeah, okay. So, cleans, we have two versions of cleans tonight. I'm gonna introduce you to a rotation clean, if you haven't already seen one. And we have just regular cleans. So, the rotation clean, the way I do it, looks like this. So it's essentially like a kickstand single leg deadlift. So my feet are slightly wider than hip distance, but they're turned about 45 degrees, and the bell is on the inside of that top foot. So I'm pushing my hips back. I'm keeping my chest open so my shoulders pulled down away from my ears. Before I even lift the bell, I'm checking, do I have tension through this back leg? Are my shoulders pulled down? Is my chest open? I'm going to pull the bell and land facing forward. And I'm going to go back, place it down the other way. Do you want to try that? Yeah. So you're really on an angle. So my feet start this way, but I turn them over. I'm starting here. So as I'm cleaning, I'm rotating. Yeah. Right. So as I'm cleaning, when I'm moving, my feet, maybe you can't see that. So my feet start on an angle, but then when I stop, I've pivoted and now they're pointing forward again. Then I go back to that side. So we're gonna do this 2, 3, 5 times. So more than anything, I want you to just grease that pattern if this is new to you. If it feels good and you want to throw the weight around, then you can throw the weight around. I will add another element, especially if this is a new pattern and you're just working with your body weight. This is a safe time to do it. We're going to start that rotation clean. We come to the center. Then we're going to twist to the other side. So we twist away. We can squeeze the bum, come back to center, put the weight down, rotation clean, rotation away, back. So if you're working with a light weight, body weight, this is a nice option. It's a good option too if you have weight. So we're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Any questions? No? Okay. Then we're going to do regular cleans. So just a regular clean and a squat, but we're alternating. Clean, squat, back to the other side. So just 30 seconds of this. I say just 30 seconds of that. Okay, good? All right. Then our last one, we're going to do a lateral walking bear. So from our bear position, level 1 of course would be to just hold the bear. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to walk a couple steps to one side. Then we're going to walk to the other side. Now, if this feels okay, we're going to add on. We're going to walk our 2 steps. Then we're going to come back into a little scorpion. See that? Come back into bear. Go back the other way. So we have 5 rounds. You don't have to do this right out of the gate. You can start with just the lateral bear, and then if you want to play with the scorpion. So you have time to explore with this. So again, rotation clean and that twist, right side, left side, alternating clean and squat, and then that lateral bear, 5 times. Good? Yeah.
If I'm starting with my right arm for the rotation clean, which foot's forward, please?
So right arm, your left foot is forward, that right foot is back. Got it? Yeah. All right. Good question. Okay, starting in 15. If you have music where you are, put your music on. So set it up. Yeah, so if I'm cleaning with my right hand, the bell is in front of my left foot. Clean it in nice and close. I keep it in close as I twist away. Be careful as you're putting the bell down. Try to do it with as much control as possible. You don't want the bell to like yank on your arm and elbow and give you any kind of tendinitis. Not that that's happened to me. All right, rest. We're gonna go to the other side. So set it up. Here we go. Sometimes for these movements, I find especially the rotation stuff, transitioning from one side to the other, it's not uncommon for it to sort of confuse me, mess with my brain a little. It takes a few reps to figure out what the pattern is exactly. So if you experience the same thing, you're not alone. All right, alternating clean and squat. Good. Keep going. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay, bear. So with or without that scorpion. With the scorpion, the foot goes behind you. Keep the arms and shoulders strong. All right, back to those rotation cleans. Here we go. So just like in our warm-up, when we're opening our arms to the side, we want to squeeze that glute as we twist. If I'm twisting to the right, I'm squeezing that left glute to get that hip open. Rest. Another thing you can pay attention to, because I'm not throwing enough at you, is that foot. So this foot, that supporting foot that's in front, are you able to keep the heel down as you clean the bell and then as you bring it back down to the floor? Because as you're bringing that bell back down to the floor, you should be hinging that hip back. So the bell is going straight down, but your hip is going back. All right, clean and squat. Good. You can move as fast as you like for this one. All right, there. Here we go. Set it up. Own that bear position first. Almost there. All right. Round 3. Here we go. So notice how you also have to brace those abs for these rotation cleans. So before you even pull that bell, make sure the abs are turned on. Good. Other side. Good job. Yeah, keep it up. Good. There. Oh no, sorry, clean. Clean and squat. Sorry. Nice. Yeah, good. Now bear. Here we go. Up. Oh. All right, round 4. You got it. 30 seconds at a time. That's all you have to think about. Here we go. If you're keeping track of your reps, always a great way to see if you can maintain a nice pace. And as you get stronger, and we go through more of these workouts, you'll be able to tell. It'll be a good gauge for you to tell if you're getting stronger. So if you were able to do 6 cleans in 30 seconds when you started and now you're doing 8, that's progress. Here we go, other side. Couple more. Good. Clean and squat. I didn't forget this time. So grab a drink whenever you need it. It's okay. Here we go. Halfway. Good. There. And then it's just one more round. Here we go. Good. Okay, this is it. Last 3 minutes. Here we go. Good. Remember, pushing those hips back as you put that bell down. If you're not careful, it'll pull you forward. You'll feel that weight shift to your toes. Here we go. Last time. Good. Okay, clean and squat. All right, get ready? Here we go. Halfway. Good. All right. This is it. Oh. Last 30 seconds. It's bare. Here we go. Keep it up. Oh, good job. Grab a drink. Yay. Shush. Oh man. All right. How are we doing? We're good? Okay, cool. All right, let's do a quick little stretch. Start on our back with that quad stretch. So starting with the feet slightly wider than hip distance, dropping the knees to one side. So if the knees are to the right, we're looking for that stretch through the front of the left leg. Trying to get that knee to the floor. Slowing down your breath. Let's take it to the other side. Make any adjustments you need to make with your feet. Good. Knees up to center. Let's roll up into a seated position. We're going to come into straddle. So both legs are straight, or as straight as you can get them. If it's easier for you to have the leg bent, maybe actually let's just all do it this way. We'll do it with the foot coming to the inside of the thigh. We're going to square our body as much as we can over that extended leg. And then we're going to try to reach our chin for our toes. Lots of rotation stuff today between the windmills and the cleans. Bear and scorpion. All right, other side. So one side will likely be tighter than the other. Square your body over that extended leg. Using your hands however you need to get into a good position. All right, I'm just coming into a cross-legged position of your choice. I'm gonna just cross the arm across the front of the body, excuse me. Shoulders down away from the ears. Other side. Good. And then our last stretch, we're just going to reach up, bend to one side, and then the other side. We'll just do 3 in each direction. Good. All right. Voila, c'est tout.